guaranteed in the lower bracket anyways.
Yeah.
So I think
that is true.
Today, moving
but
forward.
What if you finish strong at 3 and 4? You're still playing for seeding, you know.
Right. I think what Ben says has a lot of merit in terms of like building confidence, right? If you beat some of the top teams, even though you're in loser bracket, walking into the loser bracket,
if you beat one top team, you can't beat some because then you wouldn't be 1 and 6, Lumi. Okay. You'd be 2 and 5 or better.
Well, LFY is a good place to start because currently they're number 2.
Radiant
so
you
can take them down, you know.
How do we rate their chances? How do we see this shaking out?
I don't know. Who's your sponsor?
20%.
That I should
40%.
look up odds for.
I don't know. Didn't you used to do odds?
I do, but
yeah,
I haven't kept it up.
You're like an avid. You used to post on like that betting subreddit, right?
That was too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard.
You did like Merlini's top picks.
Yep.
You know? But Ben's gotten lazy.
What's EGB say?
I don't know.
Let's see. What are the odds for this game?
Can we shout out for EGB?
Only one way to find
Or is that a...
Yeah, am I allowed to do this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Sell out.
I mean, it's Ben. It's Ben's choice. I imagine the odds are not good.
We're finding a lot of trouble navigating this website right now, though.
Yeah, I'll get back to you guys.
Okay.
Ben's just going to be gambling all night. No more casting for him. Just me and you, Lumi.
He's a social gambler, so if we stop talking about it...
It seems antisocial.
I don't even know if they're on here.
Antisocial.
I mean, it's taking away from his ability to participate in the conversation, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I would call it social gambling.
1.2 for LGD.FY and 3.5 for Clutch. Those are probably the most skewed that I've seen.
That's pretty decent odds for Clutch.
1 and 3.5?
Like as in, if I feel like a betting man, I might put some down for Clutch.
I would not.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a best of 1. I mean,
they're not an underdog that it's easy to believe in right now, though.
I could see Clutch taking down LFY if they have a good draft, right?
They did lose to position 5 puck, right?
But that's EG though.
LFY is above EG in the standings.
Not in actuality,
but
like in actual strength.
All right. You know, it's not Independence Day, Lumi. There's no need for the homerism here. Let's try to be impartial.
Actually, they're tied.
Radiant team pick.
So they did open the draft. We'll chat about this while Ben continues his degenerate gambling ways. It's a Dazzle first overall pick for LFY, and Clutch Gamers
dude, Dazzle's back on the rise, dude.
And they go straight into the Void Phoenix, the big team fight combo.
I don't think I've ever seen them play Phoenix.
5 seconds remaining.
We do.
Can you double
the last Phoenix pick is 2 months ago. They have a total of 3 Phoenix picks. They have a 33% win rate.
If it's broke, fix it.
Or at least jam something else in there, you know? In this case, a Firebird.
Good old Afu hero right here. Silence, incredibly good versus these 2 heroes.
He's a beast on our Spirit.
Yeah, is that his best hero?
I think so.
Best hero.
Certainly his most iconic.
We celebrated his birthday at Epicenter. That was fun. Well, by celebrated, I mean he gave us his
cake. Yeah, we celebrated my birthday in that regard as well. Gave No-Tell my cake. Fattened up OG. Maybe that's why they're looking a little slow out of the gates this tournament. Too much sugar.
Bogged down by
the crashing. Yeah.
Nah, I think Fly keeps his team like...
Well, Fly didn't eat it. No, it was...
Okay, I see.
Well, Fly is not about that life.
What happened? Is there a monitor? Okay, we back.
Relax. You're doing
10
fine.
seconds remaining.
Phoenix is pretty good when there's no Nyx in the pool.
5 seconds remaining.
And Phoenix faces Void is a very good combo. I played with Jack the other day, and he had the hardest time chronoing the egg. It was an awful experience.
You mean chronoing your own team's egg?
Yes.
Like protecting that egg.
Protecting the egg.
We must guard this house.
The concept is not very hard.
It's not like the egg will move after it ults.
Yes.
That's what you think.
Exactly.
So what did Jack attribute said difficulties to?
Panic, he said. He said, I panicked.
Look, I played a game with Jack just now. I was playing the 5, he was playing the 4. I was like, okay, I'll buy all the wards. He was playing support Lina. 40 minutes in, I have not seen my Lina once. He was just in the jungle.
Was he farmed?
He was farmed.
What did he have?
He had Bloodstone, bots, a Hex. I was thinking, if you have bots and a hex should he be coming out to do something. To be fair though, he did actually get us perhaps a game-winning kill on the enemy Juggernaut. But that's his only contribution the whole game.
Save the best for last.
I guess so.
That's our Jack.
He was sandbagging, so you would be more impressed later. Just like Clutch Gamers is in this tournament.
Ah, I see.
Yes, no, the last 4 tournaments have all been one giant sandbag.
Sandbag TI to win MDL.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, God.
Nobody will ever see this coming. Because who the hell would do that?
This is a big wombo.
Here's the Phoenix counter. Get that Lina. Good way to kill off that egg. Also pretty good against the Chrono, as they do have the Dazzle for the Grave.
10 seconds remaining.
It is a good wombo, but LGD seem, to me, pretty
5
well prepared for it
seconds
overall.
remaining.
I think Earth Spirit's Instant Silence is going to be their saving grace,
Reserve
though.
time.
Versus these 3 heroes, it's going to be really hard to get your spells off, especially with Magnetizing the game.
10 seconds. Queen of Pain.
Are we gonna see that
Radiant
patented
team
Mask of Madness faces void build?
No. I don't think we're going to see that again for a
I
while.
mean, we've seen it.
If you're already getting silenced, dude, you might as well.
Might as well lose 5 armor while getting silenced.
Dire
Alright,
team
this is a hero that I think was actually banned against LFY like first phase yesterday.
This hero, I believe, had one of the highest win rates in the TI qualifiers.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
60
Ehom
something.
Keen was straight up banning against LGD first phase as well, and I was not, like I didn't see any
10
Beastmaster
seconds
games, so I was
remaining.
confused.
Have that attack speed for Phoenix Egg.
Okay,
So
5
good.
seconds
got that double
remaining.
bore
Lots of
For what?
for the double slow.
Reserve time.
lots of pick-off potential now for LGD. They do have the Earth Spirit
Radiant team
Beastmaster,
back.
some good vision, some good long-range initiation. Very single target focus so far.
What's the position 1 that doesn't get owned by
Radiant
Phoenix
team
and Void? Wraith King.
Jug.
Love me some Wraith King. Jug's pretty good. Jug's probably one of the better ones here.
They banned AA.
Ah,
Oh,
there's the one. Actually, isn't Queen like super good against Huskar in terms of Sonic Wave?
What do you have Dazzle though?
Okay.
You can always go back for Axe if you're a clutch.
the
right?
Chop Lord.
Chop Lord, is he that good though? He gets dumpstered in lane by
10
Huskar though.
seconds
It is
remaining.
awful.
Huskar Dazzle. I think Dazzle's in the lane versus an
5
Axe. I think
seconds
Axe
Yeah.
has trouble as well.
But what other heroes counter at Huskar?
Reserve time.
Huskar Dazzle, that is.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, nothing really fully counters Huskar Dazzle.
Oh,
That's a duo.
okay.
That's pretty good.
Kill the Dazzle.
Those are some good lanes.
I think they aggro here. I think you definitely aggro if you're LFY.
And then give your Beastmaster. Sorry, give your Brood the 1v1 versus the Beastmaster.
Beastmaster will get crushed.
Yeah.
But it's better than the Huskar
Yeah, you need your
duel or
Huskar.
tri-lane. getting
Huskar
crushed.
versus Faces Void is an excellent matchup for Huskar.
Okay.
So I think that's really good.
Honestly, Phoenix doesn't do much early on as well, so.
I like this Brood pick.
Maybe you just leave the Brood alone. Maybe you just
That is
just
a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, but this is a Rappy Brood, right? He's not a certified Brood player yet, you know?
I mean, it's not that hard to crush a very favorable matchup as Brood.
Yeah, but it, like, every time I see Brood in a game, she wins the lane, no problem. And then she just, like, gets dumpstered because she's a Brood.
60%
But
win
this-
rate on Brood.
But this lineup is so good at
Does
playing
she
around
actually?
it.
Does he have actually a 60%?
He is a Brood player.
Okay.
It's in his top 10 most played in competitive.
Well, how many games? 15?
15. That's a lot
All
in
right.
competitive.
How many of
Does-
those are recent?
I don't
Yeah.
know actually.
What's last played? Probably a TI qualifiers.
Oh, it's going to give you...
29 days ago versus EG in Russia.
Okay. I like it. It's a good Brood game.
It's a very good Brood game.
This is a great pick by Clutch. Could catch LFY off guard. Seems
this-
like the recipe for the sandbagging to end and the domination to begin.
What better
All the
hero?
ingredients are there.
Well, I don't know. They picked Sand King, so they're probably still sandbagging.
10 seconds.
Why?
remaining.
Oh, because okay. I was a little slow on that one.
Perhaps another coffee's in order, Lim.
No. Too much coffee is not good.
What happens if you have too much?
My hand gets a little shaky.
The jitters?
Yeah. When is about my limit?
I'm a caffeine addict. Can't have enough.
Is that why you're on the monster?
Well played, sir. Well played. That is indeed why I'm on the Monster Energy drink.
I wonder if we'll see any weird anti-brood builds, like Vanguard or Crimson Guard Huskar. It's actually not that bad. But they will not be dodging. Huskar will be headed towards the bottom lane along with his buddy DDC. Ooh, a Mingo.
So how does that lane go? Brood versus the tri-lane?
Brood versus tri-lane?
She gets dusted, she's dead, right?
Yes. As long as you have enough detection. They
I
have
think
and dust, so yes.
if you could just roll on her and then dust, I think there is enough slow with the roll to apply enough
it's
fire
pretty
spears.
hard to roll on him, though. Brood's very fast.
You just do a blind roll. If you hit, you pop the dust and you go, right? I mean, I have faith in Afu.
LFY are already setting up their little traps here in the bottom lane. You can see DDC planting down that sentry. Rappy gonna slink back to the safety of his tower. They are not going to let this Brood have an easy 1v1 matchup.
I always hate looking at Brood sets.
Why is
the
that?
hero just gives me the jitters.
The jitters, yeah. It's a creepy hero. Are you an arachnophobe, Ben?
No, but looking at it like huge like that, like normal spiders don't really scare me.
I mean, listen to the name of this item, the abdomen of the glutton's larder. Can you imagine just slowly being digested inside of that belly?
How did you ever beat...
What's a pedipalps? Pedipalps?
Ugh. What a disgusting creature.
I'm gonna look that up.
Pedipalps? I don't know idea. I don't think I've
Maybe
ever
I
heard
shouldn't
that
have
word.
looked that
This
up.
could be your new. This could be your new home, guys. Right, right in there.
So, how did you ever beat that that level in Silkbreaker with the big spiders? You know?
Which
I'm
one?
talking about?
The very last one?
No, that's the Sand King, right? There's in the middle of the game. There's one you have to walk down the den of spiders. It's a big ass spider, like 3 times the size of Broodmother in game.
I don't actually remember.
What is the biggest? Is it the Huntsman? That's one of the biggest spiders, I think, right?
Huntsman spider.
I don't think it. I can't recall. It's not like one of the super poisonous ones, but they're gigantic.
How do you spell that?
Pedipalps. It's one of her cosmetics. Her miscellaneous.
Each of the second pair of the appendages attached to the
cephalothorax of most arachnids.
Goliath bird-eating spider. That is apparently the nastiest thing out there. Well, at least the biggest one. The biggest ones aren't really the worst, though. They're not the poison ones, the super poison ones.
I do appreciate
Look
how...
this thing up, Lumi. The Goliath bird-eating spider.
Goliath bird-eating spider. I just want to say I appreciate how educational so far this has been. That looks disgusting.
The Huntsman has longer legs, though. The Huntsman's like the lankier one.
Longer does not mean better.
Goliath is girthy, though. Goliath has power.
Alright.
I'm just not going to watch bottom lane.
Alright, we'll watch the bottom lane. Because first blood is...
Let's just go into Brood Cam. How does that sound? Well, she's not as bad when she's invis.
Yeah,
though.
you can't
doesn't really bother people as much.
Maybe that's intended.
Oh, he did do the blind roll.
Yep.
Yeah, Rappy does have his own sentry down here, so he feels a little bit safer in this particular web. The other one, though, he knows that is the danger zone. So as far as the lanes go, just that defensive tri-lane. Meanwhile, Inflame getting the solo off lane versus the Void Phoenix. And Super being lane mid, at least for now. Oh, given the way the lanes are set up, or are you still digging the Brood, Ben? You feeling the spider?
They aren't really killing him. I think if he gets to like level 5 without dying, he's fine. Actually, level 5 without dying. Level 3, I think he should be able to get. But I don't know. What does he do in team fight? All
Super's all so dead. Burrow in and a quick first blood to Mr. Armel.
All right. I like how top lane is being played by the Phoenix as well. Normally, you just like, okay, Void does find a 1v1, so I go pull, but he just sits there with Fire Spirit. Doesn't matter if you have a Pro Man shield if you're just unable to actually attack.
He's gonna get a bash.
Oh, he wants that bash. He knows a bash is a kill, but it's not. It's a B.
This is why Clutch Gamer is not a TI, because they're not lucky.
I mean, this guy clearly did not watch any Shadow replays from TI6.
True.
I don't think I've ever seen a Void get more first hit bashes.
That
than
guy
Shadow did.
was great with bashes.
The bash god.
Primed those PRNG, or PRD rather.
I don't know if you can even call it priming, considering he was just constantly running at heroes and hitting them for about 2/3 of the game.
Yeah, but he's, you know, hitting creeps in between, right?
No, it was just hitting heroes, like because he just kept on killing everyone.
Alright.
He had the Lincoln, so 10 minutes.
Super. Gonna get killed.
Alright, lane's looking pretty good here. This is the power of the Brood Mama, just passively resting in her web while LFY have to play 1v3 elsewhere on the map.
Yeah, and so far Afu is blindly rolling and not hitting any of his spells. What was the term for it? A 0% conversion rate?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, CG looking at 100% conversion rate on these professional ganks so far.
I think they should just leave Earth Spirits and go top.
Radiant's middle
Like,
tower
or
is
sort
under
of go
attack.
mid or top. This is not working out for him. You can't do anything here. And the Brood is going to be scouting out with her Broodlings, so not that much opportunity for him down here.
They're actually Spiderlings, Ben, not Broodlings.
Oh, I call them Broodlings.
That's Star
Spider-ites and
that's
Spiderlings.
That is StarCraft talk right there, my friend.
Broodling?
Yeah, Broodlings are the... What was that unit that like spawns the nasty little things? Infestors, I think. I think those are the...
I thought the Broodlings are the one that rolls into you and explodes.
No, it's Banelings.
Banelings.
I think I'm wrong though about Broodlings, but are they Are they
I
a
could
Brood
look that
War?
up.
They might be a Brood War unit, not
We
a
are
StarCraft.
an educational stream. Broodling.
Okay.
Broodling's tattoo meaning? What are you Googling?
It auto-completed.
What sort of weird shit is Lumi into here? And what sort of shit have Clutch Gamers gotten themselves into? As Boombacks gets punished with the massive 3-hit rotation. Burrows up to the high ground and away to safety. The Poison Touch. Probably not going to take him down, but it will send him limping back to the well.
So Broodlings are the thing that randomly spawns after your building is destroyed as their... So they come out and be like, you know, you made a kill my building, but fuck you, you know, that kind of...
Okay, so you want me to refer to them as Spiderlings?
I would like you to use the correct nomenclature. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Nomenclature.
Brood Mother's pedipalps are hitting Huskar.
Pedipalp. Aren't those like her organs or something?
It's her front. We just went through this.
Yes.
I was
The appendages.
totally not.
The appendages, yeah.
I was reading about the Goliath bird-eating spider.
Goliath is also a unit in StarCraft.
Yeah.
They are lit versus air units.
They are lit. Goliath Online.
Oh man, that's such a sweet line.
They have like, that game is such good voice acting actually.
My favorite thing about that game is the Terran music.
Invisibility.
Why don't you sing us your favorite song?
It's just a...
I wouldn't mind a little backy music, you know, to brighten up the broadcast.
I'm pretty sure Eric could just play that, but that would be copyrighted, so we can't.
Looking for the move on the bottom lane. They've got the quad bolt. Beautiful burrow. Decapitation ensues, and LFY feed Mama. Happy once more. Make it a quick trip.
The
Quick triple
sandbagging.
Okay, so how would you rate Huskar as a hero when you have this kind of start? Is he kind of like Ursa, like the game that we just watched, where if you get dumpster in lane, you're just done?
I don't think so. I think because usually with Ursa, he's like kind of a lone wolf.
Okay.
And Huskar, he actually has a lot of synergy with the line of development.
Here she comes.
So he can actually do a little bit more. I just think inherently this match is just really terrible versus Brood because you have no AoE, you already lost a lane, and you don't have a good hero to kill.
And that's why you suggested that instead of having the lane that they do have, you dodge it, right? You sack the beast.
It's an awful lane for him. You cannot do anything.
The 5th pick Brood is back, gentlemen. This is at least 4 or 5 times I've seen a 5th pick Brood that just steamrolls the opposition.
Yeah, maybe you can go like max axe on Beastmaster. Actually, that wouldn't work.
LFY is, they're done. This is going to take some throwing by Clutch.
Which, I mean, they are almost the inventor of.
Hey, they're the Clutch gamers, Lumi, not the throw gamers.
Clutch for the other team, dude.
Alright, that's one way to look at it. Sunray comes through, Super on all kinds of trouble. The heal committed. Afu with the roll, gets off the silence now. Moving on to Fly Solo. And that is the first kill of the game as Armel's going to take a quick drive-by attempt. Now needs to make it out with his blink. He will do so. All the while, Brood Mama is just spinning her webs down bottom.
No Midas though. He is going for the phase boost first.
Radiant's bottom
It's going to be
tower is
extremely
under attack.
problematic for it. I would say any of their heroes come down here. They need 2 AoE clear heroes. I would say like Lina and Beastmaster to actually feel safe. But otherwise, you just have to sit outside of XP range.
I mean, AoE hero, make sure that you don't lose the tower, but at the same time, Brood boss like 2 hero bottom, like you said, and then could just jungle. So I think it's still a win.
Still a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's already crushed the lane so badly. And all the meanwhile, Gabby's getting fat up top.
The old way to kind of counter Brood used to be like, let her do whatever she wants in the lane and just come gank her in numbers and get that big bucket of experience and gold back when you kill her because she's so far ahead. But it's going to be tough to take those fights into clutch as their team fight is overwhelming.
Clutch does have terrible high ground. So if it does get to that point later to the game and it's still relatively close, they might be able to stall out until Brood gets a little bit weaker. But at the same time, they do have a Huskar who also
Correction, had a Huskar.
I think the scenario that Gorman described as like, it's okay if your other lanes are going well, because you could just afford to leave the map and
But they
gank that Brood.
tri-laned against her and they lost.
Right, so, you know, Queen is huge on the other side of the map, and then the Void is free farming, so effectively, Clutch Gamer is winning all 3 lanes. And that's when having a Brood that's doing this well is absolutely backbreaking.
Huskar has 30 CS at 9 minutes. Oftentimes you'll
Lore
see the
on
arm
top
like
lane faces Void.
Okay.
complete by then.
Alright.
He is not even close to that armlet. And now Brood can just kind of take over the enemy jungle, start to move towards the mid lane. This is over the last like year or so, maybe 2 years, like the new style of Brood where you don't just sit in one lane, but you extend your tentacles, your webs towards mid.
Pedipalps.
Yeah.
Pedipalps.
Oh, that Huskar is dead. Wait, Dazzle's porting it.
He's dead.
Dire's top tower is under
Okay,
attack.
Mercy was had this day.
Okay.
Why aren't they diving? What the heck?
There's a Dazzle with Grave.
Do you see how many
Just kill the Dazzle.
Spider-ites there are?
Spider, right?
Toronto committed up top and looking to make their move forward here. They've gotten the first kill in Super. They want a piece of Inflame as well. Don't even need a bash. The slow plus the burrow should be enough to get the job done. And now
that looked real cool.
Quick little 3-man surround, Warcraft 3 style. The job done. Here come the Spiderites. What's Huskar supposed to do? Farm that Mjolnir, I guess.
It's actually not a bad idea.
That requires Huskar to farm anything.
Armlet Mjolnir. He might actually take 175 health here at 10. If he gets 10.
I remember when everyone used to call it Mjolnir. The good old days. It's been changed.
Lina, you get popped here. Armel's godlike in 10 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower is
It's not
under
looking great
attack.
for LFY, gentlemen.
Sumail C, dude.
What's the C stand for? Clutch?
No, Sumail C, like C.
Oh, of
South
C.
East
Yeah.
Asia.
I said, that's Sumail C.
Sumail of C. Yeah.
Big pass bottom, like.
They're not done yet,
Radiant's
though.
top tower
Seem to
is
want
under
to
attack.
force something mid soon.
They just need to like gank the Brood, kill our Broodlings once, and then it'll be like 4,000 gold lead. Instead of 7.
But there's a Void just
But
really
he's
farming
ganking your
top.
Huskar right now, so...
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Monet's going to dunk in, then try to heal up. Did not TP immediately.
Wait.
Maybe with this fresh
No webs?
web. Getting onto him. The bait.
Oh!
The bait.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
not
just-
much of a bait when you feed, but they'll try here with the dust. Now coming through with the poison touch. Still could be worth it. No counterplays happening elsewhere. So, Rappy down. I'll kill streak over, but definitely not as juicy as that Quap Beyond Godlike.
That was worth for LFY. Gave up the support Huskar for the kill. Look at that net worth exchange.
I like the Savage Lumi.
I mean, look at the net worth. Look at Monet. He's like on the bottom half of the net worth. Actually support Huskar right now.
He's about to be in the bottom.
Should max that inner vitality and make himself eat.
Radiant's top tower is under
He
attack.
still does not have his armlet. It's been 4 minutes. He was halfway there before.
He's getting there.
It's not really a great Huskar game to play from behind either, you know? There's so much pure damage, physical damage from the Brood, Quap. The Void can just chain bash you if he's far enough ahead.
Ben, have you played the new Quap after the nerf?
What nerf?
Her 25 now has 10% less. Yeah, does that actually matter?
I haven't played it.
Okay. I'm just wondering if that matters.
I have played with the more expensive Veil. That kind of sucked. 150.
Right.
You're not really picking Quap like specifically for her level 25.
No,
it's
but
more just like an added bonus in case you.
Pretty much, it was just impossible to kill at.
Right, like you knew once the game got to a certain point, you're just Gucci. I'm just wondering if that's still true.
Probably not. 60%
for 70.
Yeah. For 70.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, someone begged to differ. That 10% is not a lot.
Like who?
Like any of Puppy's teammates.
Radiant's
For one.
top tower is
Anyone
under
who
attack.
knows anything about maths.
Radiant's top
For
tower
two.
has
I mean,
fallen.
it's a 14% decrease from 60 to 70.
Oh.
Radiant's
Or
middle
rather
tower
the other way
is under
around.
attack.
Yeah? Yes.
Yes, confirm.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Should there be a moratorium on
Radiant
10%
structures are
jokes?
fortified.
What does that mean? That word?
Radiant's
temporary
middle tower
ban.
has
Ah, I
been
see.
denied.
I mean, at some point, you know, the man's done his time.
Radiant's top tower is
Get
under
this
attack.
Rappy kill, and they do it again. Broodmother down.
This is really good for them.
Clutch
Two Brood
Gamers
kills.
are not
Well,
really making plays elsewhere on the map.
they haven't used Chrono yet.
Yeah, they've had it for a minute or two now.
Oh, he's going for Silver Edge next. He's really scared of this Huskar, surprisingly. I'm very surprised he's building Silver Edge. They already have Incapacitating Bite for him, and as you mentioned, a lot of pure damage. So I thought that they would just relegate the Huskar to the realm of irrelevancy and then deal with the other heroes. But looks like they still want to be able to focus on him because he is their position 1.
The Clutch
Dire's
Gamers are
middle
feeling a
tower
little
is under attack.
scared. Like, they don't know what they want to do next. They had that great early start. They used the first Chrono effectively. The Brood took over bottom, and then it's like, all right, let's just kind of sit in our lanes and farm.
Yeah, I think there's two main ways to approach it after the laning phase with Brood. One is you let the Brood just do her own thing, and you take a lot of objectives otherwise, and you get far ahead on your heroes because you're already so far ahead you can't find it perform up, and you get far ahead on your Brood. Or you can play around the Brood and like sit behind the Brood Mother a lot, or get her involved in teamfights. Like she can buy Vlad's, and you guys can, and they can roach her very early on. She does have the Solar Crest, and they are looking to actually start doing it now. They also do have the Vlad on the face of it, so this should be a relatively simplistic roach-up for them. I don't think there's any way that LFY should be able to win a team fight, given Chronosphere and Egg, if they are well placed, and if LFY are positioned.
Don't jack this up, Clutch Gamers.
Don't jack it up.
You got this.
Okay.
Here comes Gabby with the 2-hero Chrono. Nice way to start it off. Blocking down the Huskar. The Egg placed a bit too far forward, but good counterplay by Boombax. Is going to prevent Super from killing that Egg off quickly. He pays, eats the epicenter, and now the chase is on. 3, going to be 4. Afu bites the dust, and now into Inflame, looking for the full 5-man wipe, and they get it. Clutch Gamers.
They did it!
Perfectly executed.
Dude, that egg is like a bait.
That
Yeah,
was
with a bait.
No, seriously, like, I'm serious. You go for the egg, you just die. Because that's a...
And you don't go for the egg, you cry. Either way. That's it.
It was a Chrono that sealed it, though.
Yeah.
The Chrono, the Huskar, and the Beastmaster. On the left side. Excellent. Excellent.
Well, sandbagging is over.
You guys didn't believe the Clutch Gamer odds, right? What was it? 1.2 to 3.5?
Yeah.
And I said, you know, bet on Clutch.
It is best of 1. You are correct.
That's literally what I said. It's a best of 1, man. Just go.
To quote Ben, would you take those odds? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
And that's why those odds are so good.
Yep. So juicy. I bet a lot of people are pretty sad right now. Like, WTF, man.
I bet 4 Arcana on this. Or whatever people bet these days.
Wow, he actually did have to take the 175 health talent instead of the Burning Spear Deeps. Sad times in the life of Huskar.
I'm not really going to feel bad for Huskar. We got enough of the Huskar Dazzle a year or two ago to last a lifetime, I would say.
What about Brood? You got crushed by Brood. You're more sympathetic towards the Brood Mother.
They can both die to fire for all I care.
Regeneration.
That is Huskar's goal here.
Dire's top
No, his goal is to like.
I always like seeing those
Almost
Hellbears
die.
on fire. Those things look pretty cool.
I thought his Dota 1 lore, Huskar, is like he wants to
Oh,
sacrifice
you mentioned lore, did you?
Oh, well,
sacrifice himself to the gods or something, you know? Like he want to be a martyr. Is that how his biography goes? Are we gonna have a daily biography reading by Gorman?
Right, Ben, you want to observe, and I'll.
Lumi, you observe.
That we don't have his cat.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. I got it. Yeah. I thought you meant, oh, it's on your computer.
All
right,
we gotta
let's do
make
it.
the switch.
I mean, unless chat wants to literally watch me reading the lore while the game's happening.
Alrighty. Is Eric here?
Does Huskar even have a good lore? Does it have a dramatic "it wasn't" part?
I think Big Papa Chop has abandoned us in our time of greatest need. As a great roll comes in from Apu
Okay.
into the Laguna, but the egg pops out, and in the epicenter goes Boombax there, setting things up. Egg goes pop. Now, Clutch Gamers on the hunt, looking to punish this aggression, this insolence from LFY. They chase forward. They want the Surf Spirit. Turns around, takes one for the team, and down he goes. Armel has the ult, doesn't have the vision. Won't be able to find anyone fleeing for safety. Alright, delicious lore. Where do you find the lore in the
You hit hero?
heroes?
Wow, you've never checked out the lore in the game?
Not since the Source 2, no.
What?
I read it on like the website. Huskar.
And then you go to about.
Gabby setting up for a Chronosphere Shadow Blade on the side, runs in a tower range, and smacks the tower. I was excited for that setup.
As his health lowers, Huskar's ability to slay
No,
enemies.
go biography.
Oh, you just want to go straight to the bio?
that's the lore. That's the best part.
Okay.
You don't want the TLDR, dude.
Emerging from the throes of the sacred Nothal realm, Huskar opened his eyes to see the prodigal Shadow Priest Dazzle working a deep incantation over him. Against the ancient rites of the Dezun order, Huskar's spirit had been saved from eternity, but like all who encounter the Naful, he found himself irrevocably changed. No longer at the mercy of a mortal body, his very lifeblood became a source of incredible power. Every drop spilled was returned tenfold with a fierce, burning energy. However, this newfound gift infuriated Huskar, for in his rescue from the Nathul, Dazul had denied him a place among the gods. He had been denied his own holy sacrifice. In time, the elders of the Order sought to expand their influence, and Huskar, they agreed, would be a formidable tool in their campaign, yet becoming a mere weapon for the Order that denied him his birthright only upset him further. As the first embers of war appeared on the horizon, he fled his ancestral home to find new allies, all the while seeking a cause worthy of unleashing his power his total sacrifice could bring.
Sounds really angsty, like a 16-year-old.
He's a man searching for a mission.
So is Dazzle his bro or not? Because it seems like Dazzle woke him up from this slumber and then be like...
He denied him the eternal sleep, but he also gave him a mission, Lumi, a cause.
I don't think Dazzle's his bro.
No, I don't think so either. Boombax with his epicenter in the bottom lane. Looking for the big setup here. We'll find Super. Grave comes out. Apu with the boulder smash. It's okay, but they need to lock down. This Void has the Shadow Blade.
Oh,
can he make it out? The silence on point. They're going to bring down Gabby, but now comes Lady Quamp looking to clean up Armel there with the follow-up burrow on 2. But Huskar stays alive. The Dazzle Huskar can commence. They've gotten 3. They want more. Armel has to limp away. No chrono that fight. And now, coming back in, the Quamp has to respect the threat of the Husk.
Okay, so that fight, I think Gabby really messed up there. He jumped in. I think he could have chronoed the Lina. Lina was Grave, so he didn't want to do so. But by not chroning Lina, Lina got off her load, dealt way too much damage, and then he got silenced by really well play of the...
Yeah, Afu played that.
Yeah.
Afu and DDC both played that fight super well. Really well timed Grave, great silence. Void never got off the chrono that fight.
I think he just got greedy. If he got off a chrono, I think Clutch Gamers just win that fight.
I still think he should not have gone for Shadow Blade. I think if we get Manta, it's over.
Sure.
Shadow Blade, it's okay if Huskar is an issue, but he's still not an issue. You can just chrono and just win the team fight. You don't even need any damage. He could probably just have any sort of... He could probably have Lotus Orb and still win the fight. I mean, probably. Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure he could just have Lotus Orb and win the fight.
Does the life break still remove the silver edge? Or?
No, they fixed that.
So it's a little bit better against Huskar now.
Well, Gabby still has Chronosphere. He's looking for it.
Give him a whack, give him a smack, and then give him a Chrono 2 with the Sunray. Slowly working him down. Nobody really else hitting him during this time. Gabby gets control nicely, but he just time walks off Laguna. Super denies. He's brought Dishonor to LFY.
This be Rax?
And it's about to be a loss too.
Do they have creeps? Backdoor protection. Not ag. Get those Petapulps all over that T3. Along with the Spiderites. I think one of the funniest moments I ever had playing Dota was like when my friend Lucas was playing Weaver, and he like ran into my other friend in the game, and they were playing Nick Assassin, and you see him sitting there, paused, right next to the Nyx Assassin. He's like, "Hello, are you also from the Kingdom of Narup?"
Oh, nice stun here by Super. He's gonna find 2 with it. Gabby taking some heavy damage with the dust. Ain't over yet. Needs that time walk. Doesn't have the mana. Very close, and will make it out. Looks like not so lucky as the Caw though.
Yo, that was the ultimate sacrifice play by the Phoenix. Knew he was gonna die. Just like, okay, here's a Phoenix Sunray for the road, and that's why Gabby survived. What a bro.
Team player, dude.
That is not a Jack play. Jack would have been see ya and just flew out of there.
Well, Inflame was trying for the Jack play, but he got punished.
He would have swooped towards the Faces Void.
And they both died. Yeah, that's the ultimate Jack play.
What was the big spider called? The bird grab? What was it?
What? The Goliath bird-eating spider.
That just sounds really
It should be like the Goliath bird destroyer or something. The Desolator.
The Desolator.
The Dominator.
Oh my god.
The Desecrator.
Yeah, I always like when they have cool, like, animals have cool names like that. I always thought Praying Mantis was a cool name. I think Goliath Bird Destroyer Desolator would be equally cool.
I like Desecrator.
Desecrator of birds.
Oh, here comes the look at the mini match. The conga line of Spider Blades moving in, but the real fight breaks out at the shrine. Out comes the egg. Oh! Will they get off the Chrono? The shrine to the rescue. Gabby had the Chrono, but he backed away. The egg will end up dropping. Now the bubble deployed. It's only on Super on the Lina. Not really a very good one. In fact, out comes the Gravekeeping. Super in fighting shape. Lobs in another stun. Armel there to clean up though. Brings down 3. Make it 4. A quick triple for him. And in the end, 5 fall. LFY are denied.
Dude, Fly Solo is a god. Like, he saw the Void getting dumpstered, flew in to activate the shrine, and then says, "Come take me, I'm an egg." Dude, he's the reason they won the team fight.
That's the real bird desecrator.
Desecrated himself for the greater good.
Yeah, that was straight ownage by Fly Solo. He also, like, spirited everyone around the Faces Void, so he didn't die during the silence. Yeah. He was silenced and shrined, and he was really, really close to dropping.
What a misnomer. He's flying anything but solo. He's only flying in a pack.
He's sandbagging. Even his name's a sandbag.
What is the opposite of a sandbag?
Tryhard?
The inverse of a sandbag.
Isn't that a tryhard?
But I think
it should be like an object, though.
Sandbag means you're
like
playing worse than you actually are.
You're weighing something down with a bag of sand.
So the opposite would be someone that's like way better than you actually are, right?
No, I thought
something
a sandbag
that lifts you up.
No, the sandbag, I thought you're good, but you're purposely not playing well, or you're purposely not trying.
But can you purposely play better than you actually are? I don't think you can.
You go SSJ3.
Yeah, it's called taking drugs. Performance enhancing ones.
Well, I just okay.
SSJ3.
Yeah, that's purposely doing better than you are, right?
Doesn't everyone always want to do purposely better?
So it's
who wants to do purposely
a normal
worse?
person.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to do better? It's
the opposite of sandbagging is being normal.
That sounds anticlimactic.
That is not going in the lore. I'll tell you what.
It could be factual.
We should have a nice little lore piece written about sandbagging.
You could just call someone the antithesis of a sandbagger, and it sounds really cool, but they're actually just normal. What a title.
I don't know about that. I do know this though. Inflame's in a lot of trouble.
So now that Void has Aegis, I don't think LFI can actually win the fight anymore. Because so far they've been winning the fight by killing the Void first.
Well, he can still whiff his Chronos.
Oh, well, he got one. He got DDC. Has to dodge that Lena stun. Well played. Needs an extra bash or two. Will there be a grave? Just in time. But not enough to get him back to 6.
Go to the shrine!
Ain't gonna happen.
Is this life worth shining for?
No. Well, maybe.
He is Huskar's progenitor. Of course it's progenitor. He created Huskar. Or reimagined him. Lumi, what's the weirdest word you know?
The weirdest word I know.
Doesn't have to be in English, though. It could be.
Get back on you on that one.
LFY.
What's your weirdest word that you know, LD?
I don't actually know.
It's just hard to select a word and be like, oh, that's...
Actually, all the weirdest words that like I've seen before, I never remembered, because they were too weird to use on a daily basis.
I gotta say, this is the only Phoenix game I've ever seen where all your eggs gets popped, and you're still dumpstering them. Right? Have you ever seen a game like that? I don't think I have.
The word of the day today is gobsmacked. Chiefly British and formal. Utterly astounded, astonished.
Gobsmacked.
We'll have to ask Owen if he knows that.
That doesn't sound like a real word.
Gobsmacked?
It's a candy, right? Gobsmackers?
If anyone knows, it's my dictionary app.
Do you play Words with Friends?
No. That was like 2013, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all about that Clash Royale now. Actually, Clash Royale's looking a little yellow around the edges, I would say.
Isn't Clash Royale like a true esport now?